Problem. Yeah.
One of the ladies at the dollar store said, like, yay! There's always got to be something. It's the least of it.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, now you got to say it. Like, in the microphone.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome. I just want to take a moment and thank you all for coming today to celebrate our 5th grade D.A.R.E graduation. I feel like it is another reason for us to all be Craneville proud. I know I have countless reasons for that, but I think the work that the 5th graders have done with Officer Strout has been excellent, and I know she loves coming here every year to do this, and this year has been no exception. So congratulations, and thank you for everyone that was able to make it this morning. I know it means a lot to our scholars.
Our first honored guest is a Berkshire County District Attorney, Victim Witness Advocate, Kristen Rapkowitz.
Good morning, Craneville Elementary School. My name is Kristen Rapkowitz, and I work as a victim advocate at the Berkshire District Attorney's Office. A victim advocate is someone who works with a person that has had a crime committed against them. Advocates help people heal and help people understand the court process. To be a victim advocate, you have to have 2 important qualities: kindness and compassion. 2 things I encourage all of you to spread like confetti. I am excited to be here with you today. And on behalf of District Attorney Harrington, I say congratulations to all of the students graduating from the Craneville D.A.R.E program. I am told there are 68 5th graders graduating this year. You all should be very proud of what you have achieved. You are joining the many students throughout the country in learning how to choose wisely and make healthy decisions for yourselves. One of the biggest and most important things you will learn in life is to resist peer pressure. Making your own smart decisions will ensure that you grow up to be independent and successful. Students, you have most of your lives ahead of you. We in the District Attorney's Office want you to achieve your dreams. One of the District Attorney's priorities is making Berkshire County a healthy and safe place to grow up and be happy. By all of you making good and healthy decisions, you are helping to keep your community safe. I would like to take a moment to recognize some of the people who have supported you in this achievement. First of all, let's give Officer Strout a big round of applause. Also, thank you to Ms. Pecor, your principal, and Vice Principal, Mr. Liu, as well as all of the 5th grade teachers. I hope all who graduate today will remember what you have learned in the D.A.R.E program as you prepare to go to middle school. There will be different challenges for you to rise above in the coming years, but the D.A.R.E program, Officer Strout, and your school have built a strong foundation for you to build upon. District Attorney Harrington, myself, and our entire staff wish you great success in the years to come and hope you embrace the values the D.A.R.E program has taught you. Thank you and good luck.
Our second honored guest is Adult and Police Surgeon Christopher Furlong.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Chief Coe was unable to make it today. He asked me to stand in his place. I'm grateful to have that opportunity and to address you all this morning. And to the fifth grade students in front of me, I realized that myself and the other honored guests are really what stands between you and a pretty long weekend. It might be sunny, so we kind of want to get you out the door as quick as possible. So I'll be brief. So again, congratulations on completing the D.A.R.E program, and I wish you luck in the coming years as you close this chapter in your life, move out of fifth grade and up into the middle school and sixth grade, and continue on with that. Just want to leave you with a couple words of advice. The D.A.R.E program has taught you to make informed decisions and to hopefully make the correct decisions. I'm just going to ask you to don't rush your decisions, all right? What's this right here in my pocket? Almost everyone's got one, right? It's a cell phone. And on the cell phone is there's like a Google app or something like that where you can just type in something and it gives you information. But don't always trust that information, okay? That information comes from numerous resources. Some are biased, some are unbiased. And you don't necessarily know where that information is coming from, all right? But I can guarantee you that if you take the time to think about the question you need answered and look to the correct people, your parents, your teachers, police officers, other people who are informed to help you make decisions, you will make good, correct, informed decisions. Don't just pick up a cell phone or your computer, your tablet, type it into Google and think you're getting the best, correct information, because you're not. As you're making your decisions, think about your long-term goals, what you want to accomplish in your life, and how your decision is affecting your chances of reaching that long-term goal. All right, don't jeopardize your long-term goal to achieve a short-term gain, all right? Sometimes it's not worth it. There's this old saying, I think it was a movie back in the 90s that I'm sure I had to watch at some point, called Fools Rush In. Well, there's some truth to fools rush in, okay? A smart person will consider the decision they need to make. They will take the time to gather the resources, gather the information, and make that correct decision. Very few decisions that you make in your life need to be made instantly, okay? You have the time and you have the resources to think about what you're doing and make that correct decision. Can't stress enough to exercise patience in your decision making. Look for resources, gather the information, and make the correct decision to help you along your life. I want to again thank Officer Strout for teaching the D.A.R.E program again this year. It is truly a passion of hers, and she's the reason that the program survives today in the fashion that it does. She looks forward to it every year. She kind of bubbles up around the time that it's time to teach D.A.R.E. It's a great chance for her to do the things she loves, and she loves teaching, and she loves mentoring and being with students. So again, thank you, Dee, for keeping the program alive. And again, fifth grade class, congratulations on completing D.A.R.E. Coming up on your end of the school year, graduating onto sixth grade and middle school. I wish you luck in the years ahead. Life is a learning marathon. It's not a short sprint. All right, you've got a long time to grow up, and your parents will appreciate it if you do take time in growing up to kind of cherish the younger years that you're in now. So it's a marathon. Take the time, gather the tools, the information, the resources you need to make good decisions, and I wish you all the success in life. Thank you very much.
Our last honored guest is the director of Lindsay Farrell Memorial, Mary Farrell.
Good morning. My name is Mary Farrell, and I would like to talk to you today about decisions and how one decision affected not only my life, but the life of many others. Lindsay was only 16 years old when she made the decision to get into a truck with her friends, never thinking it would be the last decision that she would make. I tried to think, did I tell her not to get in a car with an impaired person? She went to D.A.R.E when she was in 5th grade. She graduated. There's no doubt in my mind that she knew that she should not drive with a person who has been drinking. Then why did she get in that car? Why didn't she call me? She knew I would come and get her wherever she was, no questions asked, safety always being a priority. The only thing I can think of is that she didn't feel any danger. Why would she? She was with her friends. They wouldn't let anything happen to her, but when alcohol becomes involved, no matter who it is, all reasoning and good judgment goes out the window. I waited a long time for this sweet girl to come into my life. Her smile would light up a room. She was kind, loving, and had great aspirations for life. Now, because of one decision, so many lives have been affected. For Lindsay, she will never graduate high school, go to college, have boyfriends, get married, experience the birth of her children. She will never be an aunt to her nephew. That one decision even affected somebody who had not yet been born. That one decision devastated my family. They say you can't die of a broken heart, but my dad died 7 weeks after Lindsay, and his heart was surely broken. The bond that she had with the people in her life was undeniable. From babies, little children, adults, to the little girls that she loved to coach in cheerleading. That one decision caused so many people heartache and pain. You may say that Lindsay was dumb and not a responsible person, but you would never be that dumb or make that mistake, and it could never happen to you. Lindsay always made good decisions. She was not the one you would think this would happen to. But when alcohol is involved, you can't make good decisions, no matter how much you think you can't. She is now frozen in time at the age of 16 with no chance to grow older or make a difference in the lives of others. But you are very much alive and able to make your destiny what you want. You will come to a time in your life where you are able to choose the path in which you wish to follow. At that time, you have the chance to help the future by taking a stand against drinking and driving to make a difference. It will be your time to be a leader that others will want to follow. It is a privilege to be alive and to be able to make a difference in the lives of others. Lindsay lost that chance with a bad decision. I'm sure she wouldn't make that mistake twice. But for Lindsay, there's no second chance, no chance to redo things. If I could ask you to remember just one thing from today, it would be to have fun without drinking. And when you become older, be a leader and make it cool not to drink and drive. Most importantly, don't you drink and drive or ride with somebody who has been drinking. And as you continue your life, as you continue your journey in life, and you come across a time when you have to make a decision about drinking and driving, either as the driver or the passenger, please think back in your memory and remember me standing here talking to you about my daughter Lindsay and how her one decision affected so many. Thank you and congratulations.
want to start doing drugs since there are such huge consequences. It is important to have good friends that will not ask you to do something that will hurt you and that you don't want to. This is why we learn about these subjects in 5th grade. As we grow up, these are some things we may face. It is important to know how to keep ourselves safe from bad things we may be facing in the years to come. Police officers are our friends, and we need safe people to turn to if we are having trouble.
Our second D.A.R.E winner from Miss Packard's class is Madison Jones.
Did you know that there are about 75,000 alcohol-related deaths each year? Many of those deaths could have been avoided by better decision-making in the future. I will be responsible while drinking, and I will never abuse drugs. This year in D.A.R.E, I learned how bad being drunk is. When you are drunk, you have a loss of coordination, slow reflexes, memory loss, and a lack of self-control. Alcohol can damage every organ of your body. Drunk driving is also bad. If you were drinking and you are about to drive or get in a car with a drunk person driving, have someone that you can call and they can pick you up. Also in D.A.R.E this year, I learned what drugs will and can do to your body. When you take drugs, your body likes how it feels, so you have the urge to keep doing it. Once people try drugs, they will do anything and everything to keep doing it, even if they know it is illegal. If you're at a party and you see someone doing drugs and doing illegal actions, stay away or call the cops. The things that I will do in the future to stay away from underage drinking and using drugs is not letting myself be peer pressured. When I would be put under peer pressure to do something that I'm uncomfortable with or that is illegal, I will say no thanks and walk away. I also learned not to peer pressure myself into doing something that is cool and that could ruin my life. This is how in the future I will not be too drunk or abuse drugs. I will be responsible with my safety and know the consequences.
Their final D.A.R.E winner from Mr. Mercier's class is D.A.R.E.
What is D.A.R.E? D.A.R.E prepares students like me to make the right decisions and teaches about the dangers of drugs, alcohol, and smoking. D.A.R.E has also taught me how I can understand the situations I'm in and what I should do if I encounter anything like this. Then I need to analyze my problem and decide, is this right? And to ask myself, what am I going to do about it? We had a lesson one time where I learned that on average, people spend about $6,720 every year on cigarettes. Instead of providing for themselves and their families, some people waste money on pretty much slowly killing themselves. I also learned that there are hundreds of drug and alcohol-related deaths every year. It's saddening and upsetting to me because everybody has a chance to better themselves, and that is not the way to do it. Did you know that by trying a drug like heroin only once, you can become addicted? Or that the use of alcohol can make you have slow reflexes and make you dizzy? When people become intoxicated, they can't think and have blurry vision. This can be a real problem. When your mind isn't working, you might do things that are bad and you could hurt somebody. I don't want to take the chance of possibly hurting myself and other people. The D.A.R.E decision-making model is probably one of the best parts of D.A.R.E. It's helped me understand what to do in an uncomfortable or bad situation. D, define, A, assess, R, respond, and E, evaluate. It's helped me in many ways, especially in a conflict, argument, or when something is bothering me. I've used the D.A.R.E decision-making model to help me when I'm fighting with my sibling. It helps me look into the problem and sort of interpret what's going on. I wish this problem could stop. People use drugs and alcohol to solve their problems, and it makes even more of them. If If it could all just go away, things in this world would be better. Poof, bye. But no, unfortunately. All we can do is change ourselves. And D.A.R.E does a good job of teaching kids how to prevent us from having to change ourselves in the future.
Caitlin Bishop. Isabella Chert Hernandez. Sadie Collins. Thomas Connors. Ethan Coughlin. Lucas Phones. Jacob Golombowski. Casey Hart. Michael Hinckley. Christopher Hyatt. Samuel Iamino. Madison Judson. Ryland Land. Natalie Martin. Samuel McLaughlin. Jason McNulty. Sadie Rosowski. Madison Ring. Xander Tartabono. And Willow Okula.
Miley Deb Turk. Riley Brown. Kaden Bazella. Logan Chapey. Alex Cloran. Chris Crocker. Savannah Deaton. Jack Ducharme. Dawson Feely. Luke Ferguson. Ryan Gagan. Bella Brunin. Melena Hexella. Emma Jacinto. Chance Kesha. Brody Kelly Smith. Audrey Larkin. Madison McCarthy. James Rebuse.
Isabel Bateman. Becca Broderick. Rose Broderick. Ryan Skowski. Jackson Crowe. Ian Daly. Anna Doyle. Amy Hagmeyer. Alex Jerson. Braden Colleen. Layla Kincaid. Blake Mazzio. Lex Noyes. Cole Radkowitz. Aiden Russell. Kiara Ryan. Alice Felice. Vincent Skyler. Peyton Tatro. Tora Thorson. Owen Tucker. Caroline Vincelette. Audrey Wildrick. James Roberg.
Congratulations, 5th grade. For those of you who don't know what we do in the D.A.R.E program, we've changed it over the last several years. I've been teaching D.A.R.E for so long that I've now taught 5 guys that I've worked with, so that stung a little this year when we came to that realization. And one of them may be in the audience and he refers to me as mom, so I may smack him and he's ducking with it. So the D.A.R.E program has changed a lot. When I first started teaching it 19 years ago, we would do 17 weeks in 5th grade. And it was primarily focused on just saying no to drugs. We've evolved and adapted to some big changes in our world. And now we talk about drugs, we talk about alcohol. We focus a lot on prescription medication and the safety of that and how to take medication and not take medication that doesn't belong to them. We talk about tobacco. We talk about friend choices. It's really, really important, especially going into middle school in a very short amount of time. Social and friend choices are really, really important. And if you make friends with people who make good choices, you don't have to continuously have to make tough decisions every day. we spend some time with peer pressure and how to answer to those situations. And good decision making is a huge part of D.A.R.E. We devote a whole model to it now, and you might have heard some of the kids refer to it. And Pittsfield Police Department is kind enough to come up and they do a drug class, which I'm sure so many of you have heard about where drugs go. I got a lot of phone calls from parents this year, so thank you, Pittsfield, for that. It was pretty interesting. And those of you who don't know, I'm sure your kids would be happy to tell you. It was pretty enlightening, I would say. So I think of D.A.R.E. as a conversation starter for parents. If I had a magic wand to make life choices easy for your kids, I would use it. I wish I could. But this is a great opportunity to have these tough conversations with your kids about what your expectations are about drugs and alcohol and smoking and things like that. It's a great time because we're fresh off of it. We've talked for 10 weeks about all these different issues, and they ask a lot of great questions. And I have to say, I teach here and I teach at St. Agnes, and I had a student ask me the cutest question this year that I have to share because it melted my icy heart just a little bit. And she said to me when we were talking about drug dealers and how they sell drugs, she raised her hand, she goes, "Officer Stroud, where do they set up their drug stands? Like a lemonade stand?" And I'm like, oh, 5th grade, I love you so much. Like, it was the greatest question because the innocence was just, she meant it. She really thought they set up like a lemonade stand and sell their drugs. And it was a great, just kind of enlightening for me, I suppose. So, we spent a whole week on drunk driving, and my friend, Mary here, is kind enough to come in every year and talk about her experience. And every year she gets me, and I sit here and remember that I actually do indeed have feelings because I appreciate the message she gives. And we spend a whole class using what we call fatal vision goggles. They've named drunk goggles. Is that what you guys call them? Drunk goggles? And what those goggles are, because my department got these in a grant a really long time ago, and we put them on, and they simulate what a drunk driver sees. And then we do a field sobriety test, and almost none of them can stand on the line. And it's funny, but what we get out of it is if you can't even stay on the line with these goggles on, imagine driving a car, and when you're going off the line, what happens? And what happens when you go off the line, guys? What happens to your car? You crash, right? So they kind of got the concept of it while we were out of our seats and having a little bit of fun and laughing at each other. So we really do spend that whole week talking about drunk driving and having someone in their life that they can call and ask for help. If they find themselves in a tough position, that they can call you and get out of that position instead of getting in the car with a drunk driver, or worse, being the drunk driver, okay? So, good decisions, especially coming up middle and high school. And the biggest thing I love to share with parents and families and friends that are kind enough to come here and support your kids for D.A.R.E. Stalk your kids. It's okay, it's not against the law, okay? Stalk them like it's your job. I have 3 kids. One here, one in middle school, one in high school. Not busy at all. Not at all. 2 teenagers. I stalk them. Legit stalk. Okay? I'll back you on this because I will certainly stalk your kids. They know it. I will see them quite often. So 5th grade, thank you for letting me spend the last 10 weeks with you. I love it. Thank you, Ms. Pecor, for always being so welcoming here and having our D.A.R.E. program continue. And last but not least, thank you to Dalton Community Cable back there. Thank you for always coming and being here for us. And most importantly, on the back of your kids' shirts, every year, I have to get sponsors to pay for those shirts. And I kind of put out a little thing this year saying, hey, anybody want to sponsor the D.A.R.E. program this year? I'll throw your business on the back of the shirt. Within, I'm not kidding you, 6 hours. 6 hours I had all those sponsors, and people jumped up and paid for all those shirts, and I so appreciate it. And I had one specific student this year, and I won't embarrass her, Maddie, who did chores and returned bottles and cans and donated her own money to sponsor our D.A.R.E. program. So I really appreciate it. So I appreciate all of your hard work, and good luck in middle school. I'm sure I will see you. I visit there quite often. And thank you, family and friends, for coming to support our program today.
So if anybody is interested in signing their child out, you can, like the same with our